Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon, and on my channel, I am discussing manifesting as a lifestyle, every area of your life. Design and be the architect of your life. Today, let's talk about occupying your new identity. How do you occupy the identity of the version of you in the relationship? How do you occupy the version of you who is abundant, who has money in the bank? How do you occupy the version of you who is healthy and whole and complete? Okay, I love the idea of thinking about occupy. Okay, you are occupying currently, right now. There's only this eternal now that is existing, right? The only moment that exists is this moment, right now. In this moment right now, I want you to feel like you are occupying the body right here. Occupy the body. This body in the present moment. The version of you with your specific person. We'll talk about specific person since that's always a hot topic, right? But remember, anything I'm talking about applies to every single manifestation because it's all the same. It's all the same concept and idea. It's all the same process. All right, so you are occupying the body. This body here, think about that. You're occupying the body. This body has, okay, this body has everything you want. The body has everything you want. Okay, now be that version of you right now. What does it feel like to occupy that version of you? How are you moving through life? How are you feeling? Because as soon as you identify the new version of you, you have new beliefs, you have new thoughts, you have new assumptions. Okay, that new identity that you're occupying has all new thoughts, beliefs, assumptions, and ideas. Okay, the sum total of everything in your imagination. Okay, and when you occupy the new identity and the new version of you, what happens to the old version? They're gone. It's dissolved away. The old version of you, you no longer have those beliefs. The old version of you has those beliefs. The belief that you're not wanted, or the belief that you're rejected, or the belief that you're not chosen. That's the old version of you. Okay, you are occupying the new version of you. You have new beliefs and new assumptions. So how do you know that you have shifted? When I have people come to me and ask, how do I know if I'm shifted into my new identity and my new reality? Because you have occupied the version of you with new beliefs and new thoughts, new assumptions, new reactions. So even though the 3D reality has not caught up, how do you know that you have solidified your new identity? Because you're going to react differently to the circumstance. That's how you'll know personally. That's how you can kind of judge where you're at or determine where you're at. You know where you're at based on how you're reacting to the 3D reality. So if your specific person has not contacted you, and then you see them out or on social media and there's a third party, how do you know if you've shifted into the new version of you? Because you're going to look at that picture and think it's not a big deal. Or you're going to look at that picture and revise it and imagine your specific person with you. Okay, that's the identity of the version of you who knows you're God of your reality. That's the version of you who knows you're in charge. That's the version of you who knows that you're loved and chosen. So you're not going to give importance to that 3D reality. And that's how you can determine where you are, whether or not you have shifted into a new reality. Because the new version with the identity where you are secure about yourself is not going to be crying about the specific person that hasn't contacted you. So how do you know you shifted? Or how do you shift? Let's talk about that. How do you shift into this new identity? You keep occupying that state. The more you occupy that state, the state would be you feel chosen. Okay, I'll say I am affirmations. I am chosen. I feel loved. I feel wanted. I feel like I'm adored. I am adored. I know I'm adored. I'm treasured. I know I'm an important person. I know that I'm valuable. I know that I'm worthy. Those are the thoughts of the version of you with your desire, okay? So consistently occupy that state, be that version. Even when the 3D shows you something opposite, you're not following along the 3D and then writing the script based on the 3D. The script of your life, when you're a conscious creator, you're writing the script, you're writing the script from your imagination, okay? Knowing the unseen reality is more real than the 3D reality. So I act delusional like it didn't happen. Absolutely, Kathleen, that's exactly what you do, okay? But we don't even call it delusional, because I would call it delusional in my old state, in my old state that thinks that is this working, is it not working, okay? No, this is natural normal, okay? Or we could say, but okay, we could also say, yeah, it's delusional, but it's not a big deal, okay? So where are you coming from, right? This is just going to help you think about that, because that's going to help you kind of get a better handle on observing yourself, where you are yourself in the journey. SP has been kind of mean to me lately, saying he doesn't care about things I talk about. You want to be the version of you who feels that everything you say is important and that he is hanging off every word you say. He loves the story you tell. By the way, I tell stories all the time that sometimes go nowhere or sometimes don't have a point, okay? People love that. I have created that. That's okay. I've worked on changing that, or kind of used to be that way a little more, a little less. Does it matter if my story's pointless? That's okay. I could change it if I don't like that perception about me, or I could create a reality that people love that about me. They love hanging on every word I say. All right, so you have to be that version, Gabby. He's only going to mold and form around your perception. So you focus on how you want it to be instead of, okay, what he's saying is something probably from your old unconscious beliefs, okay? And that old unconscious belief may be feeling, does he even care what I say? All right, you could observe your own thoughts that you've said over the years. It feels like nobody listens to me, right? I'm not saying you're saying this, but it's a possibility, right? So you're going to identify for yourself what that is. I know even in my own experience, sometimes I felt like, well, no one's ever listening to me. People don't hear me. How come nobody really thinks I'm important? Okay, so how do you change that? You start saying, people listen to me. That's the version of you. You want to have that version of you. You declare it and you become that version. People hang on my every word. The most important people in my life love listening to my stories. They're hanging on every word that I'm saying. It's like a movie that they can't wait to watch again. They can't wait to be with me, okay? It's about you changing your identity, changing your self-concept, not changing. You already are, okay? So let's shift where you have shifted. The new conception of yourself is he's hanging on every word that you say. He wants to know every story. Oh, he thinks it's so cute when you do this. He loves when you do, he loves when I do this. He loves when I do that. Okay, not about him. Okay, that's just to create the experience. I want you to focus more on self. What's the version of you? You're occupying that version of you. And what does that, so contemplate that in your mind. The more you're contemplating that, you are creating that reality. Yeah. So you said, yeah, it hurt in the moment, like hurt your feelings in the moment, but he's showing your assumptions. Perfect. You already identified that. So yeah, it's okay. We have feelings. It's not like we're this is not about suppressing feelings. This is about being deliberate. Okay, so our feelings are hurt. That is valid. All right, now understand, and that's valid. So, but move into move to occupying the version of you who feels like he wants to hear everything you have to say. What are your thoughts about feeling the negative feelings first before continuing to affirm the new story? Absolutely. My feeling is allow yourself, you're allowing it to dissolve it. So yeah, because when we resist negative feelings, what we don't realize is we're actually resisting persisting. So we resist that, and then it's just staying in place, okay? So allow it, and it's dissolving. Yeah. Feel your negative story. And then, I mean, the goal is to, you're allowing it to dissolve it, and then the effect is that you're feeling better, or you might feel more relaxed. You will feel better. Eventually, which hopefully is soon, today, right? You feel better. So you feel better. Now affirm the new story. Affirm the new story. Go into a state of gratitude. Be in the state of gratitude for all your desires that are unseen. I realized I still need to work on my self-concept. What affirmations do you suggest? Yeah, and I gave those affirmations. All right, so, okay, you're going to look at this with a couple of perspectives, all right? Declare right now, I am solid on my new self-concept, okay? You're declaring what you want to be. I am solid on my self-concept. Because if we're always thinking, guess what? We could live a lifetime of working on healing ourselves. So do you understand life is a story? And I am aligning with a story where we're already healed, okay? People come to me, they already align with healing overnight. They already align with that idea, whether it's a physical healing, whatever the healing is, emotional, physical, or anything, okay? I'm teaching, live your joy. This is my teaching. Live your joy, right? Live your joy. We're not healing all of our lives, which I'm not putting that down because some people want to do that. But I'm teaching you can create deliberately. We don't have to, we're always going to be working on self-concept. So let's look at it at a couple of perspectives. Okay, self-concept meaning we're always going to align and be the identity of the version of us with the desire. This is what I want to clarify. You don't have to work on your self-concept in order to manifest your desire, okay? You're claiming you have your self-concept. You're claiming you have all of this, okay? It doesn't have to be weeks, months, whatever. You claim it now. You're occupying a new self-concept now by declaring it, okay? So, yeah, I mean, I understand. We'll say, yeah, it feels like we're working on it. Yeah, we could describe it that way. I already am occupying the new version of me right now. Okay, stay anchored in that new version. Okay, you might shift off a little bit, and then the more you keep coming back, you're solidifying it, anchoring that new self-concept even more. Beautiful, Shannon. So upset. Had what appeared to be almost contact, then it didn't happen. Well, why are you declaring it didn't happen? Okay. Okay, so in your experience, you have something that feels like there's going to be contact, and you felt really good, and you felt like it's happening, and then it didn't happen. Okay, so the minute you start feeling, wait a minute, it didn't happen. Wait a minute, I didn't get the call. I thought this was happening. Okay, the moment you start saying, I thought this was happening, I want you to have this like aha moment. Aha, it's not happening is a declaration also. So you're declaring, you're looking at the 3D reality and you're deciding it's not happening because the 3D, which is the effect, is showing you that. Remember, you're the creator. You're in charge. Okay, so step back into your role of the director of your life. It is happening. It did happen. Okay, you could declare that. It already happened. Okay, this desire's already mine. It happened in my imagination. I planted the seed, and I know that my reality manifests from my imagination. This is about observing yourself and what you see and what you hear and the five senses of 3D reality. It's like you got to get back on the horse immediately. Or not, as soon as you can. But you can get back on the horse right now. There is contact. It is working. Why? You know what I mean? Why are you going? Wherever you put your attention is what's happening in your reality. So just go. You haven't gone backwards. Nothing has changed. Okay? You already have your desire. Okay? You want to end off there in your mind. End off. I already have it. What does it mean when I keep seeing my SP's birthday and name? Because you're putting your focus and attention on them. So you give meaning to everything in your life. So give that good meaning. That meaning I would give it is, oh my God, I keep seeing their birthday. This is working. This desire is mine. This is all about you. Kind of, in a way, we have to build ourselves up, okay? Because we have discovered reality is different, okay? There's the veil of reality. The veil of 3D reality has been lifted. So with the new perception, we kind of have to, it seems like we kind of have to convince ourselves in a way, right? Like until you get there, you're kind of practicing convincing yourself, okay? So I saw their name because this is working. So when you state that, you're aligning with the end. Whatever assumption you're making, make that assumption align with your end goal. Crystal, will other people act differently too? Yes, everyone in your reality. Everyone in your reality is yourself pushed out, and everyone is a reflection of your inner world, and it's reflected on the outer screen of space. This is space, right? This whole space that you're seeing and looking at, think of it like a screen, like at a movie theater, and you're the projector. You're the projector, and everything coming from your imagination. Projector not coming through your eyes, because your whole body is a manifestation. You can close your eyes and still see things, right? Okay, so it's not you, it's your consciousness. It's your consciousness that's creating. Your consciousness within you. All right. Everyone in your reality is a reflection of your consciousness. And you are the projector projecting everything out into the 3D reality. So that, yes, everything. Everything in your reality is a reflection. Everything that you're experiencing is a reflection based on your perception. How do you know that you actually want your desire? Well, because how do you know that you want your desire? It's something that you're thinking about. Like, I think we know when we want our desire, right? Or, okay, how do you, sorry. How do you actually know? That just, I clicked a little bit, because I remember one time manifesting a specific person several years ago. And I was thinking, how do I even know I want this desire? Okay, just, you don't know that you want it, but you think you want it. That's okay. Give it to yourself. Give it to yourself and decide if you do want your desire. Okay, so whether it's anything in life, if you think you want this specific person in your life, but then you're like, yeah, but I don't know, and I don't know. Okay, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Just say to yourself, I'm going to allow myself to have this desire. I'm going to give myself the things that I want and that I like. I deserve to have these things in my life. I allow myself to have the things that I want. Okay. We are allowing ourselves to decide. Why can't you give it to yourself and then decide? We're allowed to do that. We're allowed to try things out, right? We're allowed to test it. Because we manifest something, even a specific person, because we manifest them in our life doesn't mean it's forevermore. You get to decide if it's forevermore. So bring that desire into your life. Okay, if you want to go general and just think of how you want to feel, how do you think, like, go a little deeper, right? You want that desire because you want to feel a certain way. And what way do you want to feel? How would you feel having that desire? Okay, so go into a little exercise in your mind, thinking about how would it feel if I had this desire. And all you need to do, because that desire, there's a loud noise outside. Because it's not like there's only one desire. There's an abundance of these desires that will give you that feeling. There's not just one person that will give you this love. There are so many people, potential people. Okay, so this is thinking abundance mindset versus thinking lack and scarcity, that there's only one thing and I must get that one thing to make me feel better. Okay, well, first, fulfillment comes from within. Now, how do you want to, what do you want to feel with this desire? So cultivate that feeling. This desire would make you feel loved, right? Maybe with a specific person. If it's a specific person, why do I want this desire? Because I love having someone with me. I love feeling in love. I love being loved. I love affection, right? What is it for you? Okay, so get clear on that and spend more time. You don't have to focus on your desire. In any case, you don't have to focus on any desire, because all you have to do is cultivate the version of you feeling that, the identity, okay? Occupy the version of you that has the desire. And what does that feel like, okay? Because that specific desire may come in, or who knows, something better, okay? Something that you, better meaning something that you didn't realize, because we are only seeing reality based from a certain perspective. Okay, we always have a limited viewpoint. We could affirm it's unlimited, okay, but I could tell you there are ways that we know not of. Okay, so these are general ideas to help you get to that place to receive. Kathleen, yeah, I need to improve communication with my SP and trust issues. Focus on, when we have trust issues, it means we want to focus on, instead of feeling suspicious and rejected or hurt, right? We want to not trusting others. We want to. What do you want to focus on, right? You want to focus on. You want to focus on that trust. You want to focus on loyalty, commitment. Yeah, exactly. Like you're saying, better communication, improve communication. Okay, so what does that look like to you? Practice your inner conversations with your specific person. That's really powerful. I've done several videos in my VIP monthly subscription group. I have created a sheet where you can read through the inner conversations to help you create those. I have a couple videos that I just posted on TikTok in the last few days. So if you haven't seen those videos, the inner conversations, practice those inner conversations. So the reason you're practicing the inner conversation is because you're practicing the blueprint of the reality that you want to experience and be in, like the practicing, occupying and being the version of you who, this is what you hear from the person who's your love, the love in your life. This is what you expect. This is the kind of conversation you have. So practice those conversations. Even if you say, I intend we have the best communication ever. Well, you will, if you affirm that consistently, you will become the version of you who has this great communication. I intend to trust. I intend to know this world is coming. Okay, so here's the way to go to the end, to know, like when you understand the world, your world is coming from you, from your imagination. Do you understand? All you have to do, the trust comes from within you. You have to create the trust from within. Okay, you can create a reality where there's only trust. Like you trust everyone. You walk through the world trusting strangers. You trust all the people that you encounter. You can create that kind of reality. That's existing. I have created a reality where I feel that very close to being 100%. L, he broke up last month. How do I improve my relationship as he's not answering my phone? Well, stop focusing on him. Take your power back. I have a course, Master Your Reality by Mastering Your Self-Concept. You want to be in the self-concept of the version of you who has your desire. So you're not putting him on a pedestal. You're not putting focus on him. You are bringing the attention and the focus to yourself. Instead of asking, why is he not answering my phone? That's not the identity of the version of you with your desire. The thoughts of the version of you with your desire is, I love how he thinks I'm so beautiful. I love that he loves being my partner. I love that he loves being with me. Okay. I love that I'm always chosen. I know that I'm always chosen. I know that I am a priority. I love when I'm a priority. I feel like a priority. I am a priority. So you improve the relationship by improving your relationship with yourself within and becoming that version of you who puts yourself as a priority. So it's about focusing more on us rather than any SP. Yes, because because your whole reality is created based on your own perception of yourself. Your reality is created by how you perceive yourself in relation to your specific person. All you have to do is change yourself. When you change the identity of yourself, the whole world that you're living in will form around that new identity with your new beliefs. So you only have to change your conception of yourself. That's why I created Master Your Reality by Mastering Your Self-Concept. It's all about changing what conception you have of yourself. Okay, so what is your conception of yourself? And what is your conception of yourself in relationship to your specific person, in relationship to the people you work with, in relationship to other things in the world? Okay, Jay. Affirmations for overall gratitude. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'll give you a little tips and then I'll do a little rampage of gratitude. But just think about the things you already have. Like, you could walk through your home and say, I'm so grateful I have a couch and I have a bed. Like, when you wake up, you had a bed and a pillow. You could be grateful that you have a roof over your head, grateful for the things you have in your life. You have friends or family, so anything in our life, that be grateful for it. If you can't think of it, you just think of the things you already have. And gratitude for your unseen desires. Okay, gratitude that it's existing and that you get to choose your reality. So gratitude is being in the state of the wish fulfilled, because when you are grateful. And manifestation is all about knowing that you already have this. But the reason you want this is because you think you don't have it. Okay, so we're gonna skip over the idea of duality, and you're going to know duality exists. Duality meaning everything's separate from you in reality, but you actually have it, and it's actually within, and it's out pictured into the world. So I am so happy and grateful that I am waking up every day living a great life. I'm so grateful that I have fingers and toes. I'm so grateful that I take a beautiful shower every morning. I'm so grateful for all my friends and family in my life. I'm grateful that opportunities are always coming to me. I am so appreciative that I have so many people that support me in my life. I'm so grateful that I'm loved. I'm grateful that I love myself. I'm grateful that things in my world always work out. You could also say, think about affirmations. Okay, if the goal is that today you are occupying in the version of you who has your dream life, then you affirm, I love that I am living my dream life. I love that I'm living my dream life. Okay, that one affirmation is powerful because it implies dream life. What does that look like? It doesn't look like you only have your love in your life. It looks like you have many things in your life, that a dream life. Okay, so that translates to many areas of your life. And if you're stating that your reality, you consistently state that, your reality will reflect that. But you can't affirm, I'm so happy and grateful that I'm living my dream life, and then an hour later, you're like, well, I hate this, I hate that, I don't like this, I don't have anything. Okay. Now, it would be okay to do that if you say, wait a minute, if you already know and have the belief, circumstances don't matter. So that's okay to do that. But you need to create and cultivate that belief for your own reality. All right? Create that belief. And affirm. Wake up every day. I wake up every day and I say, today is the best day of my life. Okay, I intend today feels like the best day of my life. Did I feel that way the first day? No. Did I feel that way after a week? No. Okay, now, but understand, I persisted day after day. Okay, it can happen really quickly. Depends on your state of being. I persisted until now. I kept persisting, and I was like, oh, today did feel like a good day. Then I had another good day in a row. Okay, then maybe a couple bad days, or a couple days that just felt like, oh, it's not going right. But what did I do? I didn't focus on the bad days. I said, I intend. This is such a great day. It's going to feel like the best day of my life. I intend my life feels like a dream. It feels exciting. It feels good. Okay, so now I had affirmed that over, I don't know, maybe a year. Okay, I didn't need to affirm it all consistently a year. It didn't take a year, because it was like a week later I had evidence, and now a couple days later I had more evidence, and now I keep having evidence in every way of my area of my life. Okay, so I still continue to have that belief, and I think about that when I wake up. Okay, because I'm setting the intention for the day. Set the intention for the day. When you wake up, that's a powerful thing to do. I usually start it the night before. When I go to bed at night, I set the intention. Tonight, I am going to sleep so good. My body is regenerating and healing and forming to exactly how I want to feel in my body and my experiences. And I intend to wake up feeling so good and so excited for life. Because my goal was to be in love with life, okay? Because I wasn't in love with life. I was okay with life, but now I will let you know that I'm in love with life, and I have created that. So I intend to wake up in love with life. I'd wake up, I'd say, I intend today's going to be a great day. Okay, so it's all about your focus. Where is your focus and attention? Okay, you don't have to be happy all the time. I'm not happy all the time, but I'm not happy all the time, but I do feel like I'm in love with life, and I'm grateful for life. All right, you guys, I have to go. I wanted to stay and answer more questions. Love you all. Thank you for the roses. If you need additional help, I have a free Facebook group. Find me in my, the link in my bio has the free Facebook group. Ask questions there. We can help you. That community will help you. If you need additional help and you want to work one-on-one with me, the description also has ways that you can get in contact with me. I love you all. You're powerful. Have a great afternoon. Bye.